Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully the microphone comes through well enough. I feel like I felt like putting this up on YouTube, so I think I'm gonna record it. It was actually one of the funner games I've had today. First game, I think I was playing as Ari again. I want to say it was 1 and 2. It ended up being a loss. I think the second one was I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but I know the first 2 or 3 were losses, and then this game happened, and actually rather happy about how this turned out. Yeah, especially since I was against this guy. I cannot stand this champion. I do not know why people seem to enjoy him so much. And I was making comments while I was playing this saying, didn't quite understand why he even picked him, because unless I'm mistaken, Azir just got nerfed. I've heard of people like flocking to champions like, I don't know, Xin Zhao, right as soon as as soon as they get a buff, or in his case, rework. If you don't know, his W has changed. Turns a wind becomes lightning, and his old W is now on his E. Yeah. And then his ultimate doesn't give him defense anymore. It now gives him. Come on. If I'm not mistaken, it now negates all damage from range attacks. His awareness will completely block damage from enemies that are far away. Yeah. So anything past 450. Anything past 450 range is a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm very tired right now. Anything past 450 range, which I think is his base range, is completely ignored. I don't believe I die here. Yeah, I flash the wall and do some damage here. I manage to walk away, but I make a rather large mistake here. Also, I don't know if anybody's noticed. This is our jungler. Yeah, this is where I make the mistake, because currently I knew Zen was here. I didn't know where he was. I thought he had left. Because usually people around this level don't stick around. And I was half right, he went to the river, but unfortunately he did not stay gone too long. And there he goes making his move. I saw him walking around the corner and tried to run, but because he just got my flash, he was smart enough to come back, and then he flashed on top of me to get that kill. He didn't need to use his flash, so it was kind of a waste, but I don't think he gets punished for it the entire game. As I was saying though, I don't see why this guy picked Azir, considering I think Azir just got nerfed not too long ago. So I don't know why he rushed to pick Azir, because I think he was one of the first picks in the game. I think he was like second pick on their team. Maybe third. I believe this game I was first pick. So, oh no, last game I was first pick. That was a thing. I don't know what causes it, but apparently Nivea has a bug in which if you kill her in her egg form, her egg will permanently be there. Which made it impossible for my minions in mid lane to push, because they would constantly attack the egg. We ended up winning that game. I don't know how. We did. That was a plus. The reason I'm rather proud of this game is not so much for what I'm doing here, because for the first, I don't know how long, I get completely destroyed. I think Zin comes to gank me right now, and I see him in the minimap. I figured I could just walk away and dodge that, but wasn't fast enough. I saw him a little bit too late there to actually walk away. Somehow Aurelia is losing to a Yasuo, which I don't think is actually a common thing. I want to say Aurelia wins this matchup, but she gets rather badly beaten all game. Assuming it's just because she's too afraid to fight him. What does Yasuo have at this point? How do I check this shit? Oh, yeah, right now he only has this. The Brawler's gloves, I believe is what they're called. It's been a while since I've played an AD character. Much less one that needs to build crit. Because usually when I do play AD, I play Misfortune and I go Penetration. I don't know what Misfortune builds this game because I wasn't paying much attention to it for a while. At this point, I'm already 2-0 or 0-2. From this point on, I played probably safer than I should have. Maybe even more aggressive than I should have, but I think I only get one more death the entire game. Because I basically tell myself, okay, if Xin Zhao is just gonna sit in my lane, then I'm gonna make him waste his time. I'm gonna stand way back here. I'll farm with my Q. It's fine. So for the next good while, this is all I do. I just try to push out the wave as best I can, heal up whenever I can. Casting a Foxfire. Foxfire and the Orb of Deception? It's a weird name for it. I try to cast these two spells as much as I can to get my passive up. And then I use my Q on the entire wave to heal as much as I can, and keeps me alive fairly well for most of the game. I don't even think I have to leave for a very long time, because Azir just can't poke me down enough. At the start I had bought fucking a Dark Seal, so I didn't really have too much of a problem when it came to healing, because the potions would heal more than they should have. I go directed cam, just bounce around. Yasuo, I believe, dies here, because I think Ezreal chases him down. Yeah, Ezreal chases him, and somehow he died to Aurelia after, I don't know, let's see, right around here he kills her. So 919, almost a 20-second, yeah, almost 20 seconds. That's insane, man. They need to change that. That feels like it's completely that feels like it's extremely inconsistent with how long you have to wait. Similar to how pentakills used to be. For a good portion of this game, nothing really happens. Like I said, I stay pretty close to my tower the entire time, because I know if they ever walk out, then if I ever walk out from under my tower, it just turns bad. It will not go well. I think we're getting to the part where I start turning things around a little bit. Because currently, they're coming to do dragon. And I think my team shows up to fight them. At which point, the rest of the bot lane shows up to fight them. And then I come down and, let's see. He did not steal the dragon there. Yeah, there I am. I'm looking for this Azir because I know he's weak, so I want him, but I see that she stepped up, so I'm trying to poke her down so that I can kill her. And I see Azir walking towards the wall. I know he's gonna go over, so I jump on him. And then I see them coming, and I see my support on the way, so I just fire at her. And yeah, I believe I get all 3 of these kills. This commentary is probably boring as fuck. I actually wasn't planning to play Arya at all this game, but the Soraka wanted a team of Star Guardians, and I was not in the mood to play Lux, which is one of the only other mid laners I have that I'm decent at with Star Guardian. The exception being, I did play fairly well as mid lane Soraka earlier before this match. It was not good. Do you see? I think at this point I realize Azir's in top lane, so but I don't want to waste my Q because I want the healing. In the back of my mind, I feel like I'm wasting it if I use it on some few minions. No, it's because I wanted the extra damage on the wave. And I'm out of mana, so there's no point for me to stick around and try to push, because if somebody does jump me, even though my ultimate's up in 5 seconds, I would have still died. So I just left. I believe... Does Ezreal kill him? I don't think he does. I believe Azir gets away. Yeah. He just walks off. Is this a chroma? Huh. Oh my god, I pinged right on top of fucking Xin Zhao. That was rather accurate. He walked all the way back here to B? Really? Oh. Turn Fog 4. To red team? Yeah. Okay, you just see my side then. Do I get this tower? Somebody gets a tower here. Oh, it's their team that gets a tower, so it's probably top tower. I think at this point. I guess it does not record team chat and replays. At this point, my team is rather happy with what I did, and kind of got to my head here, because even though I'm fairly low, I do something very stupid. Which I still don't quite see how I lost this. Oh, I lost that fight because he dodged my... Okay, he dodged the return. I was wondering how he won that fight before. He dodged the return of the orb, which meant that he didn't take true damage, the almost couple hundred that he should have taken, which probably would have killed him. Oh, that really sucks. I was curious as to how he won that fight. Anyway, I shouldn't have fought him at all because he is Azir, and I was aware of this, but I felt that having 3 kills would have been great. Little did I know, Azir has 4. Not, or counting the one that he just got, he's now 4-1. I think he killed me 1 time earlier. I think the other one went to Xin. I was not aware that he was feeding off my other lanes. I didn't think he was as strong as I was. I thought I was stronger than him. And because of that, I thought I could win. And I obviously could not. I feel like now seeing that part, I feel like if I had fought him there, I might have been able to kill him. Maybe, probably not. I probably would have died again, but... yeah, I think at this point they take Ocean Drake, and I know from how fast they do it that, yeah, Azir was with them the whole time. Because there was no way they could have done that fast without Azir. So at that point, I knew they were coming because I just saw Ocean Drake die. That's why I was so far back. At this point, I just wanted to punish Xin for walking into my lane like that. I do not know if this is the best choice, getting Charm, maxing Charm second, but I do it because a 2-second Charm is kind of ridiculous. At this point, he's just mad. He keeps sending his troops. He tried to pull that one back to save it, but it died anyway. This is also the problem with Azir, is he has sent a ton of soldiers at me. He never recalled when he after doing Dragon, after killing people, after doing everything that he's done, he has not recalled for a while, and he still has very little missing mana. I do believe the dragons that they have are ocean. Yeah, they're Ocean Drakes, so I believe this is around the point when I realized that it basically doesn't matter what I do, because unless I outright kill him, I will not even damage him. Because the Ocean Drakes will just regenerate. They're basically all Garen at this point. If I don't win a fight straight up, then we kind of just regen all of their health. Yeah, as I said, Aurelia basically loses this matchup, like, really badly. I could swear that Aurelia is supposed to win this matchup, but according to the scores, that's completely false. Again, I don't know what she was doing this whole time. I think she was just wasn't being aggressive enough. Considering Yasuo can't win wall anything she has, or anything. Well, he can't win wall anything but her ultimate, which she shouldn't really need. She should have just jumped him early on and stayed in his face the entire game. Jumped him before he actually started being able to fight back, and then just held him down until eventually he just wasn't a threat. As I said, I have been extremely cautious after losing that fight because I was not aware of how he won. I just know that he won, so I was not interested in dying anymore. think Yasuo gets second tier tower in top lane now. In my mind, the only thing that I'm worried about is making sure this Azir doesn't have the option to leave too much. And if he does, he gets punished for it. Which in this case, I'm trying to push the lane out and try to take the tower. Because taking the tower would be the better choice. I knew there was a pink ward in there from earlier because I placed one in and immediately got rid of it. And I was wondering how. And I realized there's a pink ward in there. I backed off of the tower there because I thought Azir was coming back. Which turns out he was, but wouldn't be back for quite some time. I thought Azir was just walking through the river. I was not aware that he was just coming back. Yasuo tries to taunt me. I'm not afraid. Even if he tried to stop my back, I still had Banshee's Veil, which would have stopped any damage that he tried to do. He would have taken multiple shots from the tower. I would have charmed him. He would have died. Was not a threat to me. Lulu tried to break my Banshee's Veil, but again, that wouldn't have really done anything. I would have just kept backing. I do believe that works that way. I think this is where their team really fucks up. Because of that. Now 3 of them are dead. I am now 4-3. That reaction time on that wind wall was really annoying to me. That legitimately triggered me. And then he didn't respect me, so he died. One, that's rude. 2, that's uncalled for, and 3, well played. I never read that one in the game. It was very much uncalled for. You disrespected me. Frost Surge, I hope you watch this. I hope you realize that was very much called for. And I saw they were about to fight, so I kind of had to step in there. I didn't want the fight because I was low on mana. But I see Azir in the back, and I realized that just one-shot him, so I just go full in. I attacked it. Yep. Xin Zhao doesn't turn away. He keeps focusing the dragon. Yasuo was standing in a bush in their bottom lane. That's where he was that whole time. I was about to be a little bit upset because I thought he stole a penta from me, but I realized that Yasuo was nowhere to be found, and we hadn't seen him all the way up till right there when he's standing fighting the raptors because he walked over one of our wards. I wasn't actually even sure we'd actually get this done. I actually thought we were going to lose this. I thought everybody was going to die because Soraka's near dead. Aurelia's near dead. And then Yasuo's right there, and we know he's there. And he tries to come over, he kills Aurelia, and then dies. In a horrible, painful death. Lulu shows up, and I throw that, and she backs off. And that is basically where this entire thing goes downhill for them. They're picking fights, and unfortunately they're not focusing the right targets. I think all day this is the first game where I wasn't focused entirely throughout the game. I think the first match I played Ahri, I got camped and focused the entire time. Second match I played Soraka mid, I got camped and focused the entire time. I did fairly well in that game too. I think I was the only one on my team that won their lane. somehow. But unfortunately, the pressure from every other lane that was losing was a bit too much, so we ended up losing that one. Third game, I played Kane mid, and I won that one, despite the fact that there was a bugged Anivia egg in the middle of the lane that wouldn't die. Which meant we had one lane down that would never push, because the moment the minions got to the egg, they'd attack the egg thinking it was a player, and unfortunately the egg would never die. They tried to focus me in that game, but I was playing Kane, and they kind of couldn't. Anivia did her best to keep me down. This is, I believe, where the game ends. And at this point, Misfortune's kind of freaking out because of I've done that like 3 times this game, or just jump in, kill a bunch of people. In that case, we got all of them, so we just kind of walk up mid, take 2 towers and an inhib, and I think we back off because I think they come back up. And while we could have killed the 2 or 3 that show up, and then just killed Azir and Yasuo afterwards. We were not fond of the idea of doing so. So we just leave. I think at this point I have quite a bit of gold, so I want to go spend it. I do not remember how to get to the gold thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had 3,000 gold at this point. I was looking at what to buy. Yeah, I get a Magi's, and I think I get most of, if not all of my Morello. No, I get a Zonia's, okay. Yeah, I never finished Morello's this game, because it never got to the point where I actually needed it, and I figured at this point they were going to start trying to focus me, so I wanted to get something to make sure that I didn't die immediately in a fight. Skin is very much Ari. Also, if anybody who does watch this also happens to play Dota, if you guys are aware of if Ari's voice actor and Wind Ranger's voice actor are the same thing, or the same person, please tell me, because I'm a little bit too lazy to look it up. Oh yeah, we were coming back to kill the Yasuo, and I wasn't going to stay in mid lane with everybody by myself, because I'm not stupid. Yeah, I was streaming this, and one of the people I were watching was asking me if they were the same person. I was not. I have no idea. He said it sounded exactly like her. I had no clue if it was. And I'm curious, but I'm not curious enough to look it up. I'm probably just gonna go to bed after this. After I set this to upload. Yeah, and this is where I believe we win the game, because they decide to pick this fight. As soon as I notice they're almost all dead, I just jump in. I think I get her with the charm, and we end up killing her. And then we kill Yasuo because he decided to fight. No, we leave Yasuo. That's right. We let him chase down our misfortune, because it's just not worth the time. Really, we can just end the game. Soraka tries to run back to save her, but I don't think she survives. Yeah, Yasuo tries to back. Does not get there in time. I think I like catch him as he's coming out of the fountain. And this is basically the end of the game. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more like this, it's a small playlist on my channel. I don't know if I will upload any more videos for League. Feel free to watch my other videos. I have a lot of fighting game videos and a couple playthroughs of some games on here. If you are interested in either of those, feel free to check them out. And I will see you next time.